So, obviously people who know me, I'm Darren. I've recently started fishing for Achios. Just starting my own channel up. I've been asked a few times about it by people, but I've always been a bit iffy about it. But I'm going to give it a go. So what I'm going to do with my channel is I'm going to concentrate. Well, I'm going to do a bit of all really. I like to do a lot of match angling, so a lot of my fishing will be like a match angling style. But I'm also going to be obviously doing a lot of pleasure fishing. I'll go through my rigs and stuff like that with years. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'll go through the rigs, what I'm using, and I'll have a target for that day. So today's target, we might as well start at the beginning, start with the easy stuff in it, like we'll do dabs, we'll do whiting, and then we'll start working through all the different, well, as many different species as possible. Alright, I hope you enjoy it. Thanks very much. Tight lines. Okay, so we're down on the beach. I've just got my rig set up. I'll show you that in a minute. I'll show you what I'm using. So at the moment I'm using Achios Mark 1 Airspeed 435, 14 foot 5, rated 100 to 220 grams, and a Kiori ST8 reel. My baits I'm using are ragworm and mackerel. Show you my rig. 2 minutes. So the rig I'm using is a 3-up clip down. So basically 4-ounce lead, ragworm tipped with a tiny bit of mackerel, set up, and it's in a 3-up clip down style. Okay. Hello, I've got a bit. Oh no, don't be careful. I've got a little doggy friend. He's alright, no worries. Got a little doggy friend come to see me. Yeah, so it's a 3-up clip down rig. I'll show you how it goes basically. So there we go, it's going to be sticking now. Alright, okay, so it's just a small piece of mackerel, tipping off a piece of ragworm. I've got a bead with a stop knot right behind it, just to keep the bait small and compact. You don't need big baits for dabs. Well, dabs or whiting really. You'll find that the dabs and the whiting program will be pretty much near enough the same. It's very similar techniques. They're both greedy little buggers and they'll take anything. Alright, so all you do is you clip your rig up. I hope this wind isn't too bad for you. I haven't brought my mic with me, so all you do is clip it back up. I'll have to find me tripod as well, that's disappeared. Much easier when you're stood up next to your tripod where you're fishing. Okay, yep, so there you go, that's how it sits. Basically just like that. So you got clip down. I usually use clip downs, you don't have to. Clip downs basically for sending baits at big distances. It's just more aerodynamic, but I just use them anyway, it saves faffing around. Okay, that's it. Right, let's see what we can do. Okay, so all I did there was I just chucked it out into the surf. Well, not into the surf, chucked it out. And now what I do now is basically I just set it up so it's right for me. I like to have a bit of a bend at the top of the tip, just so you can see the action when they bite. I'll give us 2 minutes. I'll set this bit up and I'll come back and I'll just show you through my station what I have. 2 seconds. Right, there we go. Okay, so there you are. So basically, that's how I like it. Just there we go. Just a nice little bend in the tip. Pardon all the pervy puns. I've no doubt somebody will comment. Okay, so a little bit of tip. Start at the top. It's a single tripod. I used to use dual, but I tend to use single now because you just concentrate more. Okay. Here's my bait tray. Obviously, pack of ragworm, the skizzers, and some little pre-cut bits of. Well, actually, they're herring. Them like, yeah, there's mackerel in it all anyway. Yeah. Okay. So, and we've got obviously my Achios SB 435 Mark 1 and the Kaori ST8 loaded with 12-pound slick it is, going on to a tapered shock leader, and then obviously my 3-up clip down rig with a 4-ounce gripper. Yeah, I've just had a bite straight away. See if we can get it in. See if we can get it on shot. There. Let's see. If it is a dab bite, basically when I strike, I won't strike hard. Just lift into it. You don't want to rip its teeth out or its head off. Just nice and gentle, and then just bring it in nice and slowly. Don't drag it through the water. Just bring it in nice and gently. It's not a race, and especially in a match, you really don't want to be losing the fish. So yeah, I'll bring you back if it transpires into a fish in a bit. First fish of the session, a little whiting. We will catch plenty of these in our time. Okay, let's get him back. Okay, so whiting's been put back. Tide's definitely moved down a bit further, so what we're going to do is I'll pick my bait back up, and then I'll just move my gear a bit further forward, more towards the shoreline, so I'm not so far away. Yep. And I'll go through my baiting up. 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm just going to go through my baiting up. Okay, so like I say, 3-up clip down. This is a 15-pound Berkeley Trilene fluorocarbon, tiny little glass bead, little stop knot, just to hold it all in compact place. These are size 6 Achios Kamasuri Aberdeens. I like these because they're really small. Okay, perfect for dabs and whiting and stuff like that. Okay, so all I do, get my little ragworm. Poor fella's going to be a bit upset because he's now got a twin brother. And all you do, some people use baiting needles, I do use baiting needles sometimes. All you do, get your hook and just put it straight through, push it up, and then out the bottom end, well, out of his eye, out of his head. Okay, put it down a little bit, get your hook showing. So what happened last time is on my cast, the bait, the fish baits decided they were going to explode a little bit. Well, some of them did. So what I've done is, all I've done is I've got a piece of the bait and I've just wrapped around it a few times with a bit of elastic. So it'll just give it a little bit more backbone when I cast out, and hopefully, because it's mainly the fish that the dabs and this, that, and the other will be after. Like, so if you can keep the fish bait on, all the better. Well, in my eyes anyway. So right, where's my other ragworm gone? Where's his twin brother gone? There he is. There's his twin. Okay. Same again. Just throw it onto your hook. There's lots of different ways to do this. I mean, some people have like a little tag end so that the ragworm can move itself, but you don't need to, like I say. And this is all my own like thoughts and doings, you know what I mean? Other people will have other like opinions on it. You all have your own little ways. Last one's going on now. Getting some right weird looks off people as they walk past me talking to a camera on the beach. And then again, it is Colvin Bay. Right, last bit of fish going on. Okay, so there we go. There you are. See how that just sits there like that. Hook point's proud at the bottom, and all I do is with me glass bead, put the glass bead up, stop knot behind it. It just keeps it all nice and compact and in place when it's on the hook. Okay, so let's get moved down to the shore a bit further. Okay, well, I'm back. I've just had a little knock on the rod tip. To be fair, it looked more like a whiting bite, but we'll see. Just because I'm using a 3-hook flapper, a 3-hook clip down, basically the same as a 3-hook flapper. You've got 3 hooks out there, so little bit of wise words. So if you get a bite, that's one fish. Might as well leave it for 5 minutes. Hopefully bring in 2 or 3 fish. That's always a good match rule. I mean, it's always nice to get the blank over with and get a fish on the card. But for the sake of an extra 5 minutes, 10 minutes even, you could have 3 fish on the cards. And that saved you winding in, rebaiting, putting another bait out to get that extra fish. Might as well leave it out for a few extra minutes. Try and pick up the extra 1 or 2 fish to get on your card. So there's a good tip. Well, that's a good tip for anybody, not just match anglers, but it is a good tip for match people. Okay, so we'll give it a few more minutes, hopefully pick up another couple of fish, and then we'll bring it in and we'll see if the words of wisdom worked. Okay, give us a bit. Okay, so I've probably waited about 5, 6, 7 minutes, something like that. We've had a couple of good pulls, not literally, on the rod, so we'll get it brought in, and fingers crossed. I mean, obviously I'm hoping for a dab, but I can't say whether it will be a dab or what. It looks more like a whiting bite, but you never know. But hopefully that extra 5 minutes, instead of bringing in 1, will bring us in 2 or hopefully 3. Let's bring it in. Okay. Still no dab, but proof is in the pudding. Got 2 instead of 1, just by waiting out for that extra 5 minutes, 6 minutes, makes all the difference. Two seconds. It's going to get me. Trying to get my T-bar out. I've got a bit of a knock. So, if you've got a fish that's a bit deep hooked, a handy tool is a T-bar. Okay, so all you do, if you look at the T-bar, it's got basically a gap where your line can fit through. So all you do, hold the line with the fish on, put the line through the gap of the loop, and all you do is keep the weight on the fish, put the T-bar right down onto the hook, and then all you do is you turn it upside down, pull the line tight so it goes down, and it unhooks the fish for you. There you are. So there we go. Kamasuri size 6 on a 3 clip down. Still no dabs, but we've had a few whiting. I'll give it probably another half hour. By then it'll have gone dark. I wasn't going to be down here for very long. I'll just put these back. Right, they're returned. Yeah, I wasn't going to be down here very long. Just using a bit of bait up from last night's completely complete disaster at Tray Arthur Bay. But yeah, so probably give it another half hour and then I'll be out of here. Fingers crossed we get a dab. If not, we've had a session on the whiting instead. Alright, in a bit. Okay, so what I've just done is I've just wound down a little bit, give it a few foot, like a bit of a pull back, keeping it low. So basically what's happened out there is my weight's moved, caused a bit of movement on the bottom, and hopefully flatties being predators will pick up on that and nail a bait. So hopefully they might have been sat there waiting, looking at it, and then just as you give it that bit of movement, you know, it attacks it. I have had a couple of little knocks, like, so I know there should be something on it, like, but it's just trying to fill them the last two hooks up. See if we can get a dab or a flatty of any kind. We shall see, we shall see. But this is my last cast, like I say. Oh, there it goes again. Definitely a little knock there. Sometimes just retrieving it about three or 4 foot, and then just letting it settle back down, put it down. It'll just sparks that little bit of interest, and an opportunist fish will take it. All good little handy hints, these, like. We'll give it a couple more minutes. There we go, and another one. These things will be the pain of our asses, trust me. Another whiting, but it's another fish. So that's it, I'm done. I'm going home, otherwise my wifey will kick my ass. Right, thank you very much. Let's see you, see you next week. Alright, tight lines, thank you very much, stay safe.